Bitcoin daily update video. In this video today, we're going to look at moving averages. We're going to look at just the daily chart, and we're also going to look at a couple indicators. So if you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. If you want more than what you see here on YouTube, follow us on Telegram. Free link below. If you want more content than what you see there, you got access to a private Telegram through Patreon. More helps and more learnings and teachings, all that good stuff. So check it out. Bitcoin. What are these moving averages? I'm glad you asked. The 21, the 50 in the green, the 100 in the blue, the 200 in the red. All exponential moving averages. So where are we now? Well, look at it. We're underneath all of these, right? Is that where you want to be? Of course not. Let's go look at bull markets and see what those look like. Do you see a difference here? It should be pretty clear, pretty instantly where we are. Okay, so maximum bull markets, you want your price action on top of all your moving averages. And when you have pullbacks, you want to hold the top one, 21 EMA, right? These are the four that I generally like to use to get a real quick snapshot of where we are. So what are the odds of us having explosive moves? Not great, right? We technically need to get above all these moving averages, have them sorted out least to greatest, like we were back in here. Do you see the difference? Right now, we're almost the opposite. We're very close to sorting them out greatest to least, right? 21, 50, 100's almost under the 200. Let's go back and look at previous moves and see where we could possibly have a turnaround. So yeah, these moving averages obviously follow the price. So we need the price to move up in order for these moving averages to flip. And look at back in July, right? We're very close to this. Look at your blue moving average getting ready to cross under. Right, so this would be the ideal scenario, but we need to start pumping pretty quick in order for this to happen. Do I think this is coming? Not likely in my book, but, you know, Bitcoin can surprise us all. Let's go back and look to where I think we possibly could be. More of the odds, I guess you should say. So let's go back and look at pre-pandemic era. And, you know, the Black Swan event, you know, you got to take that out because it's not likely we're going to have anything exactly like this again, right? So if we didn't have this, I would say this rally right here was going to be, you know, copy and pasted over here. So this was likely going to be the start of our move back to the upside before all of this, right? So if we're saying that, let's go look at kind of the similarities in the moving averages, right? So look, I'd say like best case scenario, maybe we're right in this area. Right, have a rally up to the 21-day, maybe get rejected another time or two, right? And then make a lower low, maybe go to like mid-30s, something crazy like that, scare everyone, and then, you know, back to the upside. So this would be my ideal scenario, and I would say maybe most likely, as far as now, right? We things can change day to day, time to week, but look at our moving averages now versus here. Right, we'll go back and look at current day in a moment, but burn this in your head here, right? Underneath, bigger falls, right? Tangled up all our moving averages, price action underneath the 21 with our 50 and the blue getting ready to cross down, right? And then, you know, let's see how long until we really were about to make our move up. It was at least another, you know, 21 days, three to 4 weeks, right? Before we started making more substantial moves to the upside. After the blue line crosses, I mean, to get back above all these moving averages took another month or so. So let's go fast forward back to today and see what we got. So obviously, nothing has to even play out, right? If we get rejected immediately here and go back down, then it's probably going to be a little bit longer. But let's say the blue line crosses in the next handful of days, right around in here. And then, so we're looking, you know, 20. There's mid-February, mid to late February, to possibly even, you know, going into the first week of March, best case scenario. If we want to repeat something similar to that, that is still on the cards, but we got to get moving relatively quickly back to the upside. We want to start flipping these around. You got to get your price action overtaking, you know, step one, the 21-day EMA. Then hold that as support and keep climbing back up the stairs, right? So we make an explosive move here back in July. Came back, where do we hit support? Right on that 21-day, boom again, right on the 21-day. So it's starting to flip pretty bullish here, right? And then when you start closing underneath those moving averages, that's when, you know, you're stutter stepping and you need to raise the caution flags here a little bit, right? So we stuttered, and then we came back up, and then look at where these are. This is exactly what you want to do, but sustained. And then the trouble started brewing yet again when we closed under here, and not just closed on the 21, we closed almost to the 50, right? We even wicked to the 50-day. That's immediate caution, right? So that's what we need to do in a snapshot. Hopefully that helps you visualize kind of where we are, and to have an explosive move, although possible, right? Like July, it's just not likely so far. Why? Well, look at also the crypto fear and greed index, right? So far we're rhyming similarly to this. A big drop, a little kind of fake out up, lower low, right? Then come back up and kind of hesitate around this kind of flat line, right? Big drop, fake out up, lower low, hesitate around the flat line. We're very similar to this. Hopefully we got this coming, right? But you know, only one major big drop, right? We've only been to 10 one time here. Sorry, can't see my picture. There we go. Hopefully, I forget because I have a different screen. My bad. We're down at 10 here, right? We've only hit it once. Look how many times we hit that back in here, right? So is Bitcoin going to let us off with just one visit down here? Not likely in my book, right? I think we have at least one more to go, you know, a rinse and repeat down yonder. So let's get back to our chart here. So it would kind of make sense if we get kind of rejected here on the 21-day. We'll see. We should see in the next day or two, right? If we're going to get rejected or overtake this. If we overtake it, we want to hold it as support and then continue to climb up the stairs like we did back in here in October, like we did back in here in July. We'll know pretty quickly in the next day or two if we're going to get rejected from this. It's likely in my book that we're going to make a lower low, and perhaps best case scenario, that would be our last time. We come back down here, maybe we wick down to the mid 30s, and then maybe you know, a shot up like we did back in here, right? We got rejected. Let's go look at this area one more time, then we'll get to some indicators, right? So maybe we're right in here. Look very similar with our moving averages, right? A rally up to the 21-day, rejected back down again, try again, rejected to a lower low. And then we can start our move back up the stairs. You see this? Climb back up these moving averages, sort them back out, hold your 21-day, and then continue minus Wuhan clan. All right. So now let's get a bigger picture here and look at what we need to be looking for. So this is our RSI on top in the green. We'll fast forward here back to today, right? So, right, it's gaining strength, so that's good, right? RSI starting to bounce up. We want to take out this high in order to continue this uptrend here. We've been in a downtrend since late October here with the RSI losing strength. So to reverse this downtrend, we need to take out this top. So let's get above 51 on the daily Bitcoin. We should know in the next day or two if we're going to do that. If we come up here and, you know, get rejected back down again, where our low is not likely in, and we might come all the way back down here going into even February. You see these dates here, okay? So what next day or two should tell us a lot. Positives is we have some momentum building, right? On the daily scale, momentum is up. How about the weekly? The bigger picture, still way down. We talked about this yesterday. We need to get, you know, major movement back to the upside. We need to have major stochastic momentum back to the upside as well. So that's the weekly for the Bitcoin stochastic. And on the bigger picture, to get a sustained move, we want the ADX and the I to cross bullish. Right now, the bears are still in charge. They're still on top. However, maybe they're losing strength. Your ADX is starting to come back down. We need this to continue. At the same time, we can close this gap, right? We need to do something like we did back in October. Remember how great October was? Hopefully. So look at how rapidly this closed, right? And then the ADX followed suit, gaining strength for the bulls. You want your green on top. That's your bulls. You don't want your red on top. Bears. Okay. We want bulls. So that's hopefully in a nutshell, that sums it up for you. Crypto fear and greed index we talked about. We're still in extreme fear, guys. So we're maybe not out of the woods yet, but it's unlikely for, you know, massive drops. If we wick down to like say 38, 37K or something like that, yeah, we'd probably drop back down here to like tens. But we built a nice base at that 10 level back in May and June, July, right? Remember that? So maybe we get one more, you know, capitulation wick before we can, you know, see the blue skies again. So that would follow suit to the fear and greed index, but, you know, day by day. Quote of the day. A single twig breaks, but the bundle of twigs is strong. Don't carry one twig. That's probably not the message. Car of the day. We got a Chiron Sport. Look at that thing. Love that green. Hence the model car I bought in that color. There you go. Look at this one. This is slightly different. What do you see difference? Well, we got, not that you care, but we got the green ring here versus the chrome. See the C? If you didn't know, like, see the, let me point it out for you, the one of you that's still watching. See the C for the Chiron? Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, you can have one if you'd like. It's like 3 to 4 million. No big deal. Yeah, that's it. Actually, you can't. I don't even think you can buy one now. I think all collectors have got them, and good luck. So now just up the price about $1 million. Someone probably sell you one for 5. Right, you're about profits in this kind of zone. That's it. We got a Chiron in the electric green. I'll go with. All right, see you on the next video. Hopefully you learned something today. Let me know if you're new here. Let me know if you're OG. Only OGs watch this long.